Hi, everybody. So this is your message for November 4th. I'm going to use Screencastify one more time this week. Um, and let's see. So important things going on this week. There is an election, local election in Otero County. It's important. In fact, I think local elections affect us even more than national elections when you vote for people who are going to serve on your local school board or for a GO bond that's going to help fund building a new middle school in your town. So these are important things. So if you're registered to vote, please go vote November 5th if you haven't already. Okay, that's my public service announcement. All right, so here is what's going on for this week. First of all, I am still working on your atomic bomb papers. Okay, so I will get those done. I will also get to the discussion that you completed last week as well. So this week we move on to, I think, an important, well, everything's important, right? But this is, I think, very important. This is a subject that I have a great deal of interest in, and I've done some of my own research in, and that is on the civil rights movement. So the civil rights movement, we're going to look at the modern civil rights movement in the 20th century, starting in the 1950s. So let's see, I'm going to go to make myself small. Okay, let me get rid of this. You don't need to see that. Okay, so this is where we're at. I'm in modules here. Let me zip up, so you see, there's your modules. So scroll down to where we're at right now, and that is Module 5, the Civil Rights Movement to the Reagan Revolution. So the first module we're going to be in is Module 5.1, and so I'm just going to click on that. Okay, so this picture is kind of a disturbing picture. It's an actual picture from the civil rights movement, and you can see the police officer has the dog kind of going after this civil rights activist. So what you'll do is, this is my video commentary. Please watch it because it will contain additional information that is not in the book. So make sure that you listen or watch that. And what I talk about is I a number of years ago went out to Jackson, Mississippi and Memphis, Tennessee and studied the civil rights movement for a week-long seminar and actually had the opportunity to, I'll just go back to the big screen here, had the opportunity to work with veterans of the civil rights movement. So these are men and women who went house to house, farm to farm, to persuade African Americans to register to vote. And that might not seem like a big deal, but these men and women did it at their own peril. They talked about they would see people in cars following them, police cars following them, to try to, discourage that activity. So it was a really fascinating opportunity that I had to learn firsthand about the civil rights movement. So that's why this is an important module to me, and I hope you enjoy it too. Okay, so let's go back to the module. All right, so here we are. These are your objectives: identify key figures and basic events of the modern civil rights movement and the Vietnam War. We're also going to talk about the Vietnam War, but we're mostly going to focus on the civil rights movement. So your activities are, you're going to make sure you've read these 3 chapters in our textbook, and then you'll take the self-check quiz, and then, of course, watch my video commentary. And then for this week, you're going to watch this video. It's called Voices of Civil Rights. And I really like this video because it's not, kind of the usual civil rights documentary, that really kind of focuses on the leaders, such as Dr. King. and of course, Dr. King is immensely important, as are the other leaders of the civil rights movement. But this video talks to just ordinary people about their experiences with segregation. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. I really like it. It's about 44 minutes long, and it will be the basis of your discussion in Module 5.1. Okay, so once you complete that, you can go to your self-check quiz. Don't forget to do your self-check quiz on the text. And then there's your instructions for discussion. Make sure you read that just to keep that fresh. And there is our discussion. Okay, so the questions are right there. And you can see it's based on the video. Choose one of the people who is interviewed in the video. Give his or her name, then summarize their experience that they describe. Talk about 2 examples of the 2 Americas from the videos of the people in, from the interviews of the people in the video. Number 3, what impact, either in terms of laws, national or state, or in terms of changes in society, have resulted from the civil rights movement? Okay, so in other words, how has society changed? And you can look at that in terms of changes in society, but also the laws that were passed in response to the civil rights movement. All right, so in fact, the laws are very important. And then 4th, what do you think is the most important lesson to be learned from watching Voices of Civil Rights? Give a specific reference to one of the people interviewed in the video. All right, so that is what we are doing for this week. I guess that's it. I'm going to end it there. I'm already at 7 minutes. So let me know if you have any questions. We are in November now, so keep up the good work. Hang in there, and we're moving into the home stretch here. So, all right. I hope everybody has a great week, and I will see you again next time. Bye.